today we have to see about contract and the essence of contract. First, what do you mean by contract? So, contract is an agreement made between two parties which is enforceable by law. So, contract is equal to agreement and enforceable by law. So, next, what are the essentials? That are 9 conditions for a valid contract. So, first one, offer and acceptance. Now, we have to see what do you mean by offer and acceptance. So, offer means it is a willingness of a party to do or not to do something. Then, next one, acceptance. Acceptance means it is a consent to an offer. Next, what are the parties to enter into a contract? So, I have already told there are 2 parties to a contract. So, who are the 2 parties? The 2 parties are known as offeror and acceptor. Offeror and acceptor. Who is called as an offeror? So, offeror means the person who gives his willingness or who gives or makes offer. Offer, it means other meaning is called as proposal. That is willingness. Yeah, the next one, who is called as an acceptor? Who gives acceptance or consent to an offer. That person is called as an acceptor. So, these are the 2 parties to enter into a contract. So, the offerer must communicate his willingness to the offeree. So, offeree means the person to whom the offer is made. So, again, accept the offer, he has to communicate his acceptance to the offerer. So, both the offer and acceptance must communicate to each other. Then, second one, intention to create legal relationship. So, the parties enter into a contract have some intention to create a legal relationship between them. The third one, lawful consideration. So, in simple, the consideration means something in return. So, consideration means something in return. That is a benefit and advantage moving from one person to another person. For example, sale. So, in case of sale, the seller sells his goods to the buyer. In return, he receives the price amount from the buyer. So, goods transfer from seller to buyer. The price amount transfer from buyer to seller. So, that is a benefit moving from one person to another person. In short, it is known as consideration. So, every contract is supported by consideration. Without consideration, there is no contract. Then third one, capacity. So, fourth one, capacity of parties. So, what is the capacity? Is there any capacity to enter into a contract? So, nothing. So, every person has a right to enter into a contract, but there are 3 conditions. So, that person must be a major, sound mind and not disqualified by law. So, who is called as a major? The major is a person who attained the age of 18 years. So, that person alone has a right to enter into a contract. Then sound mind. What do you mean by sound mind? They have the understanding capacity to enter into a contract. The next one, not disqualified by law. So, any person is not disqualified by the laws to enter into a contract. Then fifth one, free consent. So, the consent should be free. Consent means the acceptance. So, what is called as free consent? The consent must not be obtained by fraud, mistake, misrepresentation, undue influence, coercion. So, that consent is called as a free consent. So, free consent means the consent without any compulsion. So, the acceptor must give his consent without the compulsion of any third person. That is called as free consent. The next one, not declared void. So, the contract must not be declared void. Declared void are not invalid. The next one, not illegal. So, the contract must be a legal one. We cannot enter into a contract for doing a illegal purpose or immoral purpose. Then the contract must be certain. The last one, legal formalities. So, what is the legal formalities? So, every contract should be made in written. So, suppose it may be a oral means future complications may arise. Not avoid the future complication, the terms of the contract should be in a written form, it should be registered in a stamp paper, then it is at least witnessed by two parties. So these are all the essentials of a valid contract. Thank you.